So that's the other thing with PD. This is what I want people to understand of what I want from PD on a daily basis. I want PD to operate fairly in the spirit of competition, right? In terms of catching people, not fucking battering ram people, not doing shit to basically, just shooting at people, like basically being a fucking public server loser. Because that's what a lot of our PD is starting to turn into, like not even role playing. I want at the base level, PD needs to fucking role play. PD doesn't need to be soft as shit. That has never been what we were saying to people. PD needs to role play. PD needs to fucking do the base level of fucking role play. I don't know why that's hard for people. People need to role play. It's a role play server. So that's all I want. I want PD to role play. I want them to do stuff that makes sense in role play. And that includes trying to raid people, trying to do investigations to raid people, trying to do investigations to charge people in court. But they don't fucking do that. So I don't know what to do with this group of PD right now because they don't do it. Yes, I think there is a problem when Mr. K is doing more to bring stuff to court and to bring raids than the entirety of the PD has done in 3 months. And that's not even glazing. It's just the truth. But like, that's kind of the point I'm making, is that we have like weird cliques in the PD right now, where we have a clique of people who just want to ping chase, and we have a clique of people who are just like the CID clique. And then we have a clique of people who are just like the hang around fans. The PD has no identity anymore. And some of that is just because like we haven't had a strong unified vision. At the beginning, we had a strong unified vision, and then we took like 4 or 5 different divergent paths because Medi had an idea for where he wanted to go. Hutch had an idea where he wanted to go. I had an idea where I wanted to go. And then it seemed like every command member we elevated had their own idea and wanted to gaslight the 3 of us. So the reality is what we need to get back to with PD is PD needs to have a strong vision. Just like DOJ needs a strong vision. PD needs a strong vision too. And that's important. And like I talked to, and before people go off on wild tangents, like I talked to Hutch, Tim, and Kem about this. And we're all on the same page here. Like, there needs to be strong forward leadership. Yeah, the vision I had at the beginning of 2.0 was good. The problem is you can't like, you need to see something. You need to see your vision through. You can't like, it's got to be a clear road. It can't be looking like a tree with a number of branches, because you keep hitting dead ends, having to reverse and go back and try another branch. And then by the end of it, you forget what you were trying to be. People should be afraid to be caught by PD, but PD should also role play. And PD shouldn't be being cheap. It's that simple. Like, I don't have high expectations here. I think the base level of PD being the best role players on the server is paramount, and that's what it should be. The PD players should be some of the best role players on the server. And then on top of that, the PD should have a good, fair spirit of competition. And I don't see that a lot. Like, cuffing someone while they're up is not having a good spirit of competition. Someone head popping and then arresting them directly after they come back, that's not having a good spirit of competition. Ramming someone 110 miles per hour is not having a good spirit for competition or for role play, might I add, because it's a fail from a role play and stuff, right? Yeah, but it is wild, Tim, but it's what happens. Like, the problem is like, outside of like you and other people who are like good sports, there's a lot of people in PD who aren't, and they misbehave when the command isn't around. And we need to do better. Well, spam tasing, that's a whole nother thing. Like, think about it for a second. What the fuck are you supposed to do? Let's talk about it for a second. Think about it from a PD perspective or a criminal perspective. Yeah, I understand that spam tasing sucks, but what is spam tasing? Honestly, hold on. Let's do a countdown. Okay, I'm going to count down and start typing out your message of what you think spam tasing is. Okay, write out your definition. Don't send it yet. I'm going to count from 20 seconds down, and then you send it in chat. Okay, and then you tell me what you think spam tasing is. So, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now send what you think it is. Now I want you all to read all of these definitions you have here. Please. Because I can look as this is scrolling past my screen, and on each one I can see 3 or 4 definitions of what the fuck spam tasing is. And I think we really have to think about this for a second. No one knows what the fuck spam tasing is. Everyone has a different definition. No one understands, bro. No one understands. Some people are like, it needs to be every, if you spam more than 10 seconds. Man, it's when 2 cops tase the same person. It's if you tase someone out of a car 2 times in a row. It's if, you know, I'm just saying, guys, with the way this was just presented and the way people think about what spam tasing is or isn't, you'd need an actual manual for a police officer to know when they can or can't tase. I'm sorry, but most cops don't know when another person is going to instinctively hit the tase button and tase someone. How the hell are you supposed to know if one cop's going to tase versus another in the moment where you're chasing someone? Then on top of it, you sit down with the timer and you go, okay, guys, all right. Knox just tased him. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6, and you count down until you can tase someone. And then does every other officer do you know what I'm saying? You have to, like, this is what people don't get. Like, we sit around and we talk about all of this shit all the time. These are simple solutions. They're not. They're not. I've done this so long, guys, that I've tried all these different things. You understand? But right now, what I can tell you is that I'd have to write up a 10-step fucking manual and checklist for someone to tase someone, and then no one's ever going to tase anyone ever. Because there's no ability to hit those 10 check boxes that everyone thinks needs to be checked. I even said this to Ramee the other day when I was talking to him. I was like, brother, what is spam tasing? Really? I was like, because at the end of the day, it's like, Fudge, be a man. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it. The thing is, it's like, what is a spam tase? Because the definition from a criminal keeps skewing, right? Like, I'm sorry, but if you get into a car, you're tased, you get back up, and you immediately get into the car with 3 cops with tasers pointed at you, what is the outcome we're expecting? How doing? Thank you so much. Yeah, I mean, we can look at limiting the taser cartridges. Some of that stuff wasn't looking, but the problem is you're never going to get past the point of one officer has a taser cartridge loaded, they expend it, and then another officer has one and they expend it, and then it's going to go back and forth when there's more than one officer in a scene. It's a very hard situation to just solve. It's not that simple, and anyone who tries to make it that simple, I'm sorry, you're just trivializing the issue. Yeah, but that's not going to fix it. Like, reloading the taser cartridge doesn't fix it. Yo, Volky, 102 months. That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. Yeah, you've been here a long time. I can't believe I've put up with you that long. It's insane. So, in my opinion, we can put cartridges in that will mildly fix the issue. Fix is the wrong word. That will alleviate the issue by a small margin, but it's not going to fix the issue. It's not even going to come close. People will still be saying they get spam tased, but there's no ability to get out of it. I mean, you could immune someone to tasing for 5 to 6 seconds, but what's going to happen? They're going to eat the first taser shot all the time. You're going to break cuffs, or you're going to beta tase, then get into the car. And then talk about over-engineering something. That's like over-engineering the shit. What I think is the best, I think removing the taser and then implementing a mini game to haul someone from a vehicle and fight over it. I think the 90s server had something like it. I don't know if they had a mini game to it, but it looked like the cops have the ability to haul people from vehicles. And maybe that's the way to do it, is instead of tasers, maybe that's the solution. But honestly, like in every game ever, like what's the most frustrating thing in the world? Getting hit by a blitzcrank hook, right? Think about it. In League of Legends, you get hit by a blitzcrank hook. It feels like shit, that interaction, because it feels like you really had no counterplay because it fires so fast and it's an immediate stun, right? Now, of course, experienced League of Legends players say, well, you just hide behind the minions and you angle and all that stuff. But you can't really do that with a taser, right? The interaction is not there. Like the thing you're missing with the taser sometimes is real counterplay. It doesn't exist, right? And that's why it pisses people off, because you get hit by a blitzcrank hook. Think about it. Blitzcrank hook with an 8-second cooldown, but no minions anywhere. You're going to get hit by that thing over and over again. He's going to grab you, hit you, grab you, hit you, grab you, hit you. You know? That's just the way it is, right? Think about it. A flashbang in Call of Duty. If a flashbang full on stunned you, right? And you could just flick and had unlimited flashbangs. Any projectile stun in any game at range is going to suck. Because it's about player interactability, right? It sucks. It's a hard thing to fix. Like people are going to trivialize this, and I can guarantee you this is a clip put on YouTube, and then some idiot's going to say, well, why doesn't he just fucking put the taser card? It's not fucking hard to figure out. Ravage is a dumbass. No, Ravage is not a dumbass on this point. On other points, maybe. But on this one, I know what I'm talking about. Because this is like a real problem that transcends just GTA or a 5M roleplay server. This is like something that, from a player perspective, players hate that. It's just like if I put shotguns into the server, which I could do, people are going to also complain about that if PD have them, because PD are going to one-shot with shotguns. And then what is the thing that people hate the most? What is the one experience that people say they hate the most about Counter-Strike, Call of Duty, or Valorant? Getting hit by a shotgun and one tapped. like that is literally one of the biggest frustration points. Like if you look at like player interaction surveys and in on those play experiences, like that literally is the thing. It's actually shotguns. I just want to tell you that. And then in fact, if you want to get even more specific, it's not just shotguns, it's people camping in corners with shotguns. So that's actually the thing that pisses people off the most. It's a lack of interaction. And that's not just limited to a taser in GTA. That's like multiple things across multiple games. Anything that stuns at range is going to be that way, or anything that one shot kills you at range. Like anything that makes it feel like you didn't have the ability to avoid the thing sucks. So I'm just telling you how it is. Like that is just how it is, guys. The taser, if I had it my way, I'd probably just take the taser out. Taser sucks. Right at home. And I've played cop a lot. I have more cop hours than all these fucking losers on PD, and by losers I mean Jess. And I'll tell you that, like, I can tell you that from a perspective of someone who should be cop skewed, you know, I'm telling you, tasers suck. They just do. They suck. They suck for everyone at the end of the day. And I try to never use them, honestly. Only if someone gets into a car. Oh, South came back for more. All right, let me rub my hands together. Let's come back for more. But yeah, that's my opinion on that. Otherwise, also the business stuff, the strip